Hello viewers, in this video I'll be going over natural gas or ETF ticker symbol UNG. Today natural gas is up approximately 1.3% and I do believe we may be heading higher. Reason why? Let's check the 1 hour chart. As we can see on the 1 hour MACD, it's pointing up and it's close to turning positive. I have a feeling it's definitely going to turn positive. It may or may not quickly turn back to negative, but we'll see. And as we can see on the 1 hour chart as well, it's respecting the 9 hour moving average. And on the 4 hour chart, we also see on the MACD that it converged and it lost steam today because it closed below the 18 moving average on the 4 hour chart, so there is some concern there for the bulls. On the 1 hour chart, I'll mark the support and resistance. So the first support will be dating back to this year, back to February 8th to February 14th. Those look to be a good support and resistance. I have a feeling we may touch on the 50-day moving average, which is approximately at the price of $24.50. So from there to now, if we were to move up, that is approximately 3% upward to the 50-day moving average, and if we were to touch the support, that movement will be approximately 3.7% down. So let's check the next module. On here I'll be comparing the current trend with this trend right here. This trend dates back to December 2nd to September 3rd, 2010. I'll point out why these two trends are similar. First, we see the trend starts off on the positive or up above the middle Bollinger Band, and we'll make this purple. It's above the middle Bollinger Band, and it touches, not necessarily touch on this chart, but very low or near the bottom Bollinger Band. We'll just make this green so it's easier to see. And it touches the upper Bollinger Band at this instance, and we'll make this red. And after touching the upper Bollinger Band, it made a lower low, or it retreated back down to the bottom Bollinger Band. So I'll point out on the next chart. So on here, we did see the similar price action. We started the trend above the middle Bollinger Band, and after that, it lost steam and touches the bottom Bollinger Band, and eventually reaches above the upper Bollinger Band. If you're not familiar with a Bollinger Band, it's a tool used to measure price level and volatility. And we see that down here, it's on the bottom Bollinger Band. Hasn't necessarily reached the lower low yet, but it may happen in several days. So this is a bit a lagging indicator compared to the current trend that we have here. Well, if you measure, it's not necessarily lower low, but the second touch on the bottom Bollinger Band is higher than the one that we saw, and yeah, that's what we see here. The second bottom Bollinger Band is higher than the first one. So our reason is similar trends or similar patterns tend to output similar forecasts. So on this trend, I go day by day, where it'll head to in next coming days. So currently we have on day 0, no movement, and day 1 out, 2-day out, 3-day out, 4-day out, 5-day out, 6-day out, and 7-day out. So again, the trend that we just took a look at was December 2nd to September 3rd, 2010, and it is up around 3.6% up, fairly close to where the technical chart are touching the 50-day moving average. So that is definitely a possibility where we may head to in the coming days. And that is all. If you enjoy this content, feel free to like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.